An impressive session. So my first words are words of gratitude, and I'm sure that I speak on behalf of the two of us. I think that it has been quite interesting first to see a general positive feedback on what we are trying to promote and work and to facilitate, being combined with some interesting and inspiring comments on how to keep on improving the tools, developing what it is still required, but also trying to identify together how we can work better to seize this opportunity. My feeling is that there is this general sentiment, this general feeling that there's a great opportunity, even in this very complex context. There's a great opportunity for Europe, and we need to ensure that we can combine the pieces, the conditions, so to ensure that we can take advantage of this opportunity and we can facilitate the way to unlock all the potential. In many cases it is not a potential, it is already facts, realities, but still there is a great potential to invest in clean tech, to accelerate the energy transition, to ensure that we can decarbonize in such a way that we develop our own industrial security, strategic autonomy, and that we can modernize the different industries, including, by the way, the financial industry, which is also an absolute key enabler in this discussion. And we also have a very interesting and, I could say, leading experience, as Nadia Calviño was commenting, with some of the products that have been developed, made in Europe in the recent years. I would try to wrap up with some comments that probably are not sufficiently fair, because we have heard lots of things, but just to say first that we got the message. Yes, the public funding should be there to create the conditions to cover where there may be market failures, but to ensure that we can crowd in private investors, taking into consideration that there may be an opportunity to the risk, and to ensure that it is sufficiently interesting, but not to substitute what it can be provided by the markets or by the industrials, which is quite a key principle to ensure success. I also like the way Anne made comments on what are the measures of success, how we can ensure that this lands with an increasing number of realities taking place, how we can accelerate the speed, simplicity, scale, how we can ensure that the hope that we are trying to build becomes facts, becomes real. And you have also made comments on to what extent we also require to improve the long-term predictability, the long-term markets, the capacity to use this time perspective to provide the certainty or the risk-in measures that we still identify as difficulties to overcome, the things that still do not match. It is not that we are the money, the capital does not exist. It's that there is still a mismatch that we need to solve. You made comments which are very important dealing with the European scale, both in governance, in the type of tools that should be consistent, if we can say it this way. I don't know if it's single, but at least simplified. There were comments on how we should also be paying attention to the external dimensions. You made comments on the CBAM, you made comments on the trade measures. We have been commenting, we are fully aware of this other dimension. Of course, fulfilling that is a very important principle for our action too. Fulfilling all the expectations dealing with the due honoring of the international law. So that's something that has become a kind of revolutionary principle, but it is important. And you were commenting also on some specific sectors where there may be a special need to be a little bit more innovative. You were speaking about some clean tech equipments for the new incoming requirements and demands from the market. That was also a very important thing. Capital will go there where the demand is, but there may be some unbalanced approach of how we can fulfill the funding requirements, or how we can ensure that we have the new vision on how to develop the new business. This means that we need to think twice on, when we talk about infrastructures, what type of infrastructures we will be needing, to what extent these infrastructures are European infrastructures, and that should be tackled in a different manner. It is not only grids, it is also hydrogen transportation, but what does this mean in terms of going piece by piece, small piece by small piece, both in technical, permitting and finance, or if there is something that could provide an opportunity also to boost and to lower the cost, and at the very same time to accelerate the decisions that need to be made. Comments being made on how we can ensure a much more effective manner and an efficient use of these existing, in this case, infrastructures. I think that this is important, and it relates back to the twin transitions and to the extent of the requirement of a new approach. This could also demand and retain talent and innovation, and I think that that is also very interesting. How we can pay attention to innovation in the financial sector, in the financial industry. You were also commenting on products that do exist, but that are evolving, or new products that could be demanded. So to say that my main takeaway is that this is, it has not only been a great opportunity to update and to be, well, to have this this short moment to exchange views, but that it will be important to keep momentums like this, so that we can update, follow, and be sure that we do not divest the sense of direction and we may get lost, but on the contrary, that we have the capacity to wrap up, update, and keep on looking forwards with the common approach, the common goal on what we want to build together. But thanks a lot to everybody, and I would like to pass the floor. Yes.
No, I'm not going to add anything. You've said it all. Just ask for a round of applause for the colleagues that have made organized this roundtable under, in record time, which shows we can be fast. And a special applause, at least from my side, to the teams in DG Competition and in the EIB group that made possible the signature we made, Teresa, just a moment ago, led on my side by Pepe Fernandez. Where are you, Pepe? Pepe Fernandez and the teams on the two institutions, because indeed you can appreciate it 6 months since the institution, the Commission was formed, and in 6 months' time we already managed to take a step in the right direction. I think it's really remarkable. So, round of applause for our colleagues.